Oh, hi, you guys. You caught us before we got counted down. Once again, I'm Rina Valentin, and we're here at the 43rd Annual Three Kings Day Parade and Celebration here at Museo del Barrio. I'm here with one of the kings, or queen, we should say, Julissa Arce. She is the author of the My American Dream. And the costume you're wearing today, all the costumes are made by Emilio Sosa. And today you are wearing Anacaona?
Yes, I am. I am. And I specifically chose this costume because it speaks to our indigenous roots, and I really wanted to celebrate that today.
So tell me a little bit about what it feels like to wear this garb. And obviously, you already shared why you chose it, but let's just give them a little insight as to who Anacaona is, because, you know, it's very rare that we talk about women chief.
Yeah, that's right. She is a Dominican chief, and she's known as the Golden Flower. And I very much feel that goldenness, that radiance, this beautiful garment. It's really special, and I think, you know, as someone who is an immigrant and was an undocumented immigrant, you don't always feel celebrated, and so I felt very honored to be chosen as one of the three kings today. Because I feel like it's time that we celebrate immigrants, and it's time that we celebrate undocumented immigrants and their strength and their resilience. And I think that's how I feel right now. I feel really strong and resilient and powerful in this suit.
And you look it. You look it. And so, in closing, I just want to share, right? Your background is that of being Mexican descent, right? And you are Mexican. You're born in Mexico. That's right. And you were here undocumented for very many years. That's right.
Yes.
And so the reason I'm saying that is because, yes, you're Mexican. You're wearing a garb that was designed for Taina, who is, her origins are from Dominican Republic. This year's theme is Nuestros Unidos, Nuestros Barrios Unidos, and we're honoring our differences and while coming together and finding our similarities and such. So what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I lived in El Barrio for a long time. I've lived in El Barrio for a long time, and so to me that is when I really see the Barrios Unidos, right? Because here in this small area in New York, you see people that are Mexican like myself, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, people from everywhere in Latin America, and you're right that there are a lot of things that are different about our unique cultures, and at the same time, there's so much that we can learn about how strong we can be when we come together. So I feel very honored to be wearing this suit that was made for, that is honoring a Dominican chief, even though I am Mexican.
And it's lovely that we're also representing, acknowledging our indigenous background as well, right? So you're wearing the taina,
Yes.
right, of our ancestry.
Yes, and I feel very proud.
Yeah. And you look absolutely stunning. Gold is definitely your color. Julissa Arce, everyone. And next we have the other king, Ernesto Quiñones, also author, novelist, essayist, Bodega Dreams, new book just released, Taina. We just finished speaking to somebody representing Taina. I know that's not what you're wearing today, but I'm sure you're going to shed some background on your costume.
Oh, this costume is an honor to wear this costume for this parade. I grew up with this parade. I used to be a little kid, and I used to wave at the kings, but now I'm a king. That's America. And it's for everybody, including immigrants. Try to deport Superman, because, you know, Superman's an immigrant, okay? He's from Krypton. He's not even from America. He's not even from Earth, all right? Try to deport Superman. Anyway, so this is Miguel Cervantes, and I'm wearing, as the writer, I'm wearing the writer's costume. But it makes me want to recite Shakespeare, you know? Boricua Shakespeare. Coño, is that a dagger I see before me? Mira, it's handled towards my hand. Anyway, so please come to the parade and have a wonderful time.
Oh my gosh, Ernesto, you know, I'm always in awe over your one-liners. I mean, I'm ready to do Shakespeare with you.
Boricua Shakespeare.
Boricua Shakespeare.
You gotta add a mira, a contra every now and then. And
Y
once
ya
in a
tú
while.
sabes, y huepa.
To be or not to be, ya tú sabes, whether it's noble, you know, yo no sé, you know, stuff like that.
Bueno, vamos a empezar con el to be or not to be, que estamos aquí en el Three Kings Day Parade y Celebration, celebrando nuestros barrios unidos.
See, and that's the theme of the parade, which is United We Stand, and that's all Latinos, all the Americas, including the Caribbean, Puerto Ricanos, Dominicanos, throwing the Jamaicans, why not? Throw everybody in there. We're all one race, one people.
That's right. I always say that. We're all one race, and that is the human race. And so just because I spoke with Julissa about our Taino ancestry and Miguel de Cervantes is from Spain, just give us a little history on Miguel. I mean, aside from being the author of Don Quixote.
Well, you know, Miguel Cervantes, they call him El Manco de Lepanto because at the Battle of Lepanto, he actually, he didn't lose his left hand, but his left hand was messed up, so he didn't exactly use it. He used to write with his right hand, and he used to wear these hat that he also used as a frisbee.
I don't know if that's part of the story. But, you know, we definitely have to make it entertaining because he can't help himself.
You gotta have fun, man. You gotta have fun, you know?
Well, I want to say to you, congratulations. And we are always, at least I am, you know, I'm a big fan. I am always elated that you find the time to make it back to your barrio where everything, I guess, originated for you in your storytelling and just coming back and passing it forward. It's really an honor and congratulations.
No, thank you. Thank you. And, you know, El Barrio molded me. It is what made me. New York City is a big part of who I am. It's in my DNA. And you cannot deny your culture. You cannot deny who you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Ernesto Quiñones, everyone. Woo! All right, so really quickly, because I think we're going to start wrapping up, we have another honoree, rather another king, and we have lots of madrinas and padrinos. I'm a madrina, by the way. I'm doing a double duty today. I'm representing Celia Cruz, who is the queen of salsa. We're going to talk more about that a little later, but I just want you guys to know to stick around because we're going to log off, and then we're going to log back on at 11 a.m. when the parade kicks off. We've got live camels, we've got parrandas, we've got Fuego Azul, we've got Aguilar and the Annette Aguilar and the string beans. We've got lots of flows. We've got the Garifuna company. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. Again, I'm going to recommend that you guys make sure you share the live feed and also be sure to hashtag 3K2020, hashtag El Museo. I'm Rina Valentin, and we are going to be live all day till 2 o'clock at the Three Kings, the 43rd annual Three Kings Day Parade and Celebration. All right, estamos unidos, Nuestros Barrios Unidos. Oh my goodness, we are live again, you people. You Facebook people, my Facebook people. Welcome to the 43rd annual Three Kings Day Parade and Celebration. Once again, as I mentioned, we are honoring Nuestros Barrios Unidos, that is celebrating our collective strength, honoring our immigrant and migrant communities, past and present. Speaking of which, we have La Madrina de las Artes, Elba Cabrera, who is one of this year's, well, you know, she's a madrina, but she's a queen today wearing a king garb, and you're representing I'm sorry, she's a king. She's claiming it. She's a king.
I have the power.
You do have the power.
Yes, I am very honored to be here, especially since when I came from Puerto Rico, I was a year and a half, and where did we settle but El Barrio? So to me, I'm coming home.
Can we tell everybody how many years you've been here?
Hi. 83 and a half years.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. She's an inspiration because she's...
Before I wouldn't tell her my age, and now I do.
Now she's like, that's it. Well, you're an inspiration. You're wearing Arturo Schomburg today. Do you want to share anything with the next generation with regards to who this figure is?
Oh, of course. I could tell you that I am very honored to be wearing Arturo Schomburg. He was a Puerto Rican that came to New York. And why did he come to New York? Because he was doing a lot of research on the black community. In Puerto Rico, they didn't acknowledge that. So he came here and he found a home. And I have to tell you that my aunt knew him. And Pura Belpre worked with him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my.
So
She knows
even though I didn't know him, I knew him through my family.
Oh my gosh. And so this is lovely, right? Because we have somebody who is in the living flesh who can share these actual stories with us. And I'm so happy that you're being honored. I mean, you're always an honoree in my book, but the fact that are you going to be walking the parade today?
I'll be on the float.
On the float. Of course she's going to be on the float. And so this costume is made by Emilio Sosa, who is one of the, I think, contestants from Project Runway. And this has been an annual tradition every year here at a Museo del Barrio now. And I love that they honor women. And just share with us a little bit about how you feel about the fact that they are acknowledging the Taino ancestry, the African ancestry, as well as the Spaniard ancestry.
Well, it's really important because Puerto Ricans are all of those three things, and it's wonderful that we can honor each one. So we have una mezcla boricua.
And so with regards to Three Kings, the holiday itself, do you celebrate it at home?
I actually do go to parties. I don't do it at home, but I do go to several parties. And I celebrate it in Puerto Rico when I get there.
Beautiful. And let's not forget to mention she's the queen of coquito. Nobody makes coquito like Elba Cabrera.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Save you a bottle.
Oh, yeah, you got that. You got that, right? You guys, we have that on record. Congratulations again.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Whoops.
Here we go.
Yeah, make sure it doesn't fall off. I had to bobby pin mine, so maybe we can have them bobby pin yours. Okay, you guys, once again, we're going to be shutting down again while we go into the ceremony. I believe we're going to be on through a different camera, but I won't be with you. I'm going to be one of the honorees at that moment. I'm actually going to switch hats, and I'm going to be honored. I'm wearing the garb that represents Celia Cruz, who is the queen of salsa, if you didn't know. And basically for me, what that means is I get to say azúcar all day long. Don't forget, we're going back live at 11 a.m. at the 43rd Annual Three Kings Day Parade and Celebration, brought to you by El Museo del Barrio. You know who I am today?
You know what? I have it in the instructions. But who are you today? So many beautiful madrinas and padrinos to acknowledge today.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and you know what? You're about to interview me,
Wait,
but let me interview you. Let me interview you.
He's going to take away the microphone.
take the microphone
All right,
away.
so you know, obviously, Victor Cruz and I go way back, and
Oh, baby.
he's today's MC for the ceremony, for the breakfast ceremony, and of course, I wanted to make sure we got him on camera so that you guys can also see everybody who is a contribution to today's event. And once again, we are at the 43rd Annual Three Kings Day Parade and Celebration.
43.
Victor Cruz.
Oh, first off, you look beautiful. Thank you for
Thank
having me
you.
here. 43 years. Can you imagine that? We have camels officially. In the beginning, they just had like goats and a couple of animals. They didn't have camels yet in the beginning. Do you
No,
remember?
they had puppet camels.
They had puppet camels. They had people dressed as camels.
I think they
Oye,
still have the puppet
Yo soy
camels.
un camello.
Un camello.
But yeah, but now they have camels, and it's very.
Can
the
I-
cam-
can I- yeah.
You want to talk about something
No,
else?
I don't want to
I get
talk
excited about the camels.
No, you could talk about the camels. You were pulling my
Oh, I'm so
head
sorry.
here, and I'm like, no.
You know, I get excited when I'm around you.
No wardrobe malfunction.
So every year you cover this event, and you know you're covering the madrinos, the madrinas, and the madrinos is the new.
I know, women empowerment.
The women empowerment, you know, not identifying gender. That'll be next year.
We like that.
You know, and we've got three kings, but we've actually got two queens and one king, which is very exciting.
I love that. But you know, Elba Cabrera, she claimed that she's a king. She is standing her ground. She's like, no, I will not be referred to as a queen today. I am a king, and I kind of dig that.
Listen, whatever she wants,
Yeah.
whatever she wants. The amount of contributions that these folks have done throughout their lives, especially this young lady to my right, who is always here to cover everybody's journey. But today, I'm covering her journey. Because she's officially this year's madrina, one of the madrinas at our 43rd year annual Three Kings Day Parade. And so tell us, how did you prepare for today? I mean, I know you had to prepare to do the interviews, but talk to us about your process. And who are you dressed as today?
Okay, so I'm dressed as Celia Cruz, and Lori, can you give me Celia's full name because I want to honor her completely? I believe it's Ursula Hidalga Celia de la Caridad Cruz Alfonso. Please tell me I got that right. That is who Celia, that's Celia's full name.
You could have had that as like a trivia for the folks watching.
Well, we can do that later. You don't have it? Oh, okay. So that's all right. I'm going to verify that later, but I made it my business to memorize it. The only one I may be a little shaky on is Hidalga. It's Ursula Hidalga Celia de la Caridad Cruz Alfonso. Hilaria.
Wow,
Close.
that was really great. That was really great. And you look beautiful today. Listen, you were an important part of the community of East Harlem, an important part of communities all over the country. I mean, as a TV personality, as an actor, as a writer, as a producer, as the many different hats you wear. Oh, what do you look forward to today?
Well, you know, honestly, Victor, it's so fascinating because, you know, some of you may be wondering, like, why am I madrina and why am I covering the parade at the same time? Well, again, apparently two departments were, I was in demand in two departments. And so rather than making a choice, I decided to go with it because as far as I was concerned, this again, and you're going to hear me say this throughout the entire day, allows me to say azúcar all day long, all day long. And not only that, you know, Celia Cruz, I chose Celia, me personally, because she's known as La Reina, and a lot of you guys refer to me as La Reina, even though La Reina del Barrio is the name of my company, but it's okay, I embrace being called La Reina. And so I thought it was only right, not to mention hers is the only garb that has sequins, so ya tú sabes, estamos bien extravaganza hoy.
You look beautiful, and I know we're going to have a blast today. Thank you for everything that you've done, honestly. I mean, beyond our friendship, all your contributions and supporting me as an artist, supporting me as an artist. I mean, how many times you brought me onto your show to share with folks what I'm doing, and you're amazing, so thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Victor. Victor Cruz just recently opened up his own acting studio, and yes, I'm going to plug him because that's what we do. We have to be a stand for each other, and once again, you guys, we are celebrating Nuestros Barrios Unidos. Stick around.